Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be reading Dsmp and Avengers crossover. Please don't shame me. It's my first time doing this thing. I'm going to be doing a new thing on this channel. Okay, let's go. No one's POV. Everything was peaceful on the SMP. No one was grieving or panicking at the moment. The members were scattered around the world, mining or just talking in peace in the Netherlands. Tommy was alone in Lamanberg, spelling Ghostberg had gone back to Lamanberg and Dream wasn't around. Tommy decided to take a walk to think. As he walked further from his house, he didn't know, but he wouldn't return home for a while. Tommy came across a cave he'd never seen before. Curiosity got the better of him. He went inside hoping he'll find some iron. The cave was a burden, not even any cold, but nonchalantly, Tommy went further into the cave. As Tommy near the end of the cave roots, he noticed a deep glowing from a strange gem. What the fuck is that? Tommy muttered, reaching out to grab the stone. Tommy heard a snap, hissing sound behind him. He turned around to see a creeper. Tommy swung his sword to create distance between him and the creeper, but instead Tommy fell backwards onto the stone and the creeper exploded. Tommy's POV. I struck the light end out of my eyes, my head pounding. Damn creeper, I really like that sound. A parallel is probably destroyed now. I glanced around, suddenly realizing I don't recognize where I am. Where the fuck I am, I muttered under my breath. Chapter 2. Tommy's POV again. Where the fuck I am, I muttered under my breath. My head still pendant, I continued to look around till buildings surround me, and I appeared to be in a hall alleyway, just like when I robbed Lazan. I stood, my stomach churning, blinking the unease out of my eyes. I started walking the streets, hoping to find someone who can help me. Out on the streets, there were a lot of people. Some people gave me weird looks, others just completely ignored me. No one seemed willing to help me. If I went up to anyone, they'll just pick up their plates and walk away. I rubbed the bags under my eyes. What am I going to do? I'm lost in this new world and no one will help me. Panic started to creep into my mind. My breath caught my throat and I ran back into the elevator I had appeared. I slid down an alleyway hall, pounding my head on my knees, hoping to fix my breathing. It was quick and solid, not helping from my fear. 1 and 2, you'll get home. 1 and 2, you'll get home. I clenched my fists. I'm fine. I flagged out. I'm not fine, I whispered. Then the tears ran down my face. After a moment, I wiped my tears. What would Dream think if he saw you? I striped the dirt off my ragged clothes and attempted to stand shredded. I noticed I had my iron stored in my wrist. Dream hadn't visited me earlier that day. He traded lag uncomfortably on my back. No wonder these people had walked away, deterred by a big manpower. My stomach growled. Food. I need food. I muttered to myself. I searched through a strange source, but I had anything to eat. Guess I have to look around. I gathered my breath and started walking down the street. I had a lot of weird places where I looked down the busy store. After a while, I came across a place I recognized, a Pizza Hut. The smell of pizza drifted off the air, causing my stomach to grumble. I only had 1 dime and hoped this would be enough. As I went to the counter, the employer looked at me up and down, her nose checked and said, nasty look. 1 cheese pizza, no nuts, please. I asked the lady with a smile. Her face looked very depressed. 2 things, sir. Cheese pizza never has nuts in it. Would you like me to pay your poor street rats? She responded with her hiss. Now it's my time to be a cross. I know I may look like a homeless rat, but I have a very nice tent in Levis. Thank you very much. I clenched my fist at my side. Name your price. I obviously spent upset the lady who looked back into business mode. Well, sir, your order will cost $12.99. I could feel the look of hers on my face. Dollars, cents, what the fuck are those? The lady got a smug look in my panic. I suggest you leave, she commented. I can feel the people staring at me. My hot, red embarrassment flew on my face as I clenched my fist and walked out. I had walked to the park. The air was fresh. No one was around to bother me. I still missed everyone to find a way home. Anyways, my eyes started to feel heavy. The sun was going down. My even day behind me. I decided to sleep. Maybe tomorrow I will get it home. I'll get back. Chapter 3, folks. Steve Rogers, Captain America's POV. I was on a jog through the park to the end of the day. The sun was going down, but I wasn't tired of the... Okay, so I know it's a lot of traffic outside, so you can hear stuff. No one really around because, you don't want to be in New York at night, but whatever. I decided to start heading home when I noticed a young boy, probably 11 or 12, sleeping on the park bench. Yes, Tommy was casually 11 when he was first exiled. The young boy was wearing dirty clothes, had ripped clothes, and what seems to be a glowing traplet on his back. When I stepped closer to make a look, I noticed he also had a sword and a self hanging from his wrist. The boy looked hungry and weak. He needed help. I tapped him on the shoulder and asked him if he was okay. He groped stood up and his eye opened. Fuck off, Will, he muttered. Language. His eyes flew open and he tried to scrabble away. He jumped over the back of the bench he's been on. His breath was ragged, his eyes had a wild, terrifying look. He put out his sword, raised it into the defensive position. Who the are you? He growled, not lowering him as his god. Steve Rogers, you need to stop swearing. More importantly, what's your name? I responded, raising my hands in a non-threatening way. I am the great Thompson Careful Dagger Minecraft, but most people call me Tommy. He pointed his hands on his chest. Tommy murmured, blue eyes, smoke his name. Tommy hadn't lowered his sword from the way he stood. I didn't know how to use it. I don't want to scare Tommy, but end up with a stabbing, so I took a step forward. His guard went back up, and was ready to attack any moment. How about you put the sword down and we could talk, Tommy? I said slowly. Tommy's bird eyes smiled with a smirk grin on his face. How about no? Tommy advanced himself over the bench, kicked me in the chest, catch me off guard. I stumbled backwards, but caught my balance. Tommy was obviously an experienced fighter. Tommy slashed my arm and another dazed me over the head with the butt of his sword, knocking me out. Who is this kid? Tommy's POV. I don't know who the fuck this Steve Rogers guy is, but he needs to fuck off. Was knocking him out enough for me to get this mention? Maybe I should just kill him, but maybe I'll lose all his levels. I need to get him before he wakes up. Where can I go? Steve shifts moments of panic. I ran to the... Okay, bye. Okay, guys, that was the end of the chapters. I'll be back later with a new video. Bye.